When you look through Witton, you see the same, a door.
What's the placard say?
And a placard. But in the courtyard you look through, there is a massive blood trail leading into your door. And your door reads, the Hall of Mystery. You notice that on the door, you can barely make this out, it's illegible to you, there looks to be a note pinned to its surface, and underneath it, something metallic, like glinting in the light.
Not so gently push Witton out of the way.
Yeah, no, I'm moving. I wasn't even
Shuffle.
trying.
So,
Shuffle away.
And
go ahead
he will
first.
look.
You look through and
She doesn't
you
believe in anything.
witness similar to what Witton has seen, except there's no blood trail in your vision, but it does say the Hall of Mystery. You both see the same placard.
Says Hall of Mystery.
Wait, how come you both saw the same thing?
I didn't say what he saw. Start thinking about or any forge and go through.
The same happens. I'm assuming you do the same.
You walk in, we're just going.
All right, what do you do?
Yeah, I know you fucking know.
Think about my brother and my father. And the dagger.
I see. Appears before you it stays the same. It's the Hall of Mystery.
Walk through.
Okay. You see a note pinned on a door, and underneath it is a placard, and above it is the Hall of Mystery. You do not see the blood that I had mentioned in Witton's, but that is not present there.
Walk to the note.
Okay.
Read it.
All right.
Oh.
So,
Oh shit!
You got it.
you obtain a note.
I don't speak this language.
No, you don't.
Oh shit!
You all fade out, and you all appear. You see the blood leading to the Hall of Mystery, and the rest of you are now all together in front of the Hall of
The rest
Mystery.
of us see it.
None of us.
Just like very quietly, I just like hold out this note to you as soon as you arrive.
What language is that?
It's an old language I was taught a long time ago. I'm not sure of its name.
You speak it, but you don't know its name?
Right.
This is a language you did not train to learn. You did not study it.
Yep.
It was not something that was given to you. That's right. You do not know its name. It appeared in your mind at a certain stage in your life, and it is something that you inherently know and have known since that moment.
I don't know if this is where we want to be.
I'm not sure because it says witness thy salvation.
It feels suffocating.
You can see a body, feet first. At the end, there's a split somewhere down the hallway. You can see the feet of somebody, something pointing. The rest of his body disappearing to the left. So you have noticed this entire time the blood trail has led, and it curves to the left. You don't know if it stops with the body, but it does line up with it.
What do you think? You're the guy.
There's something. There's more. There's.
Do you want to go the other way? You were really adamant.
First, there's something that you all can't see. There's a trail that led to this body. There's
a trail.
There's blood.
Then we gotta follow the trail.
A trail that led to the body.
Well, who knows?
That's been going since
Maybe
we
it goes
came from the
beyond.
courtyard.
That sounds like a sign, and you're the guy. You're the only one that can see it.
And it
Did it go beyond what you wouldn't know?
I haven't seen beyond the body.
But you can see this trail.
I can.
Even now.
Yes.
Kneel to it. Can you touch it? Does it smear?
Does it smear when I touch it? The
Yeah.
blood?
Do we see it on his fingertips?
Yeah, you do not see it, but touching it, it feels like a liquid is on your hand.
It's tangible.
Yes.
Does it feel warm?
Cold, warm.
Oh, it's stone cold. Something familiar. There's a key familiarity about it still that's ever present in this place, and it does resonate as well with this viscous, half-congealed blood. So as you walk down, you see broken glass, a corpse laying halfway through. You take a look at the corpse. You do notice quite plainly that it is not like what you saw previously. This looks fresher. It looks like a normal person, but he's been bisected by something. There's glass surrounding it. It's underneath him. He's face down. You could probably put 2 and 2 together that he was carrying something and something occurred, and that's all you can see.
Quick point of clarification. Did the blood trail continue?
Oh yeah, it continues.
Okay.
There is, I would say, it is picked up.
There's more blood. It's more than before. It's picking up.
Well,
I
there's
get down
another
on the
body.
floor
That
and
makes sense.
I get down on the floor and just like I'm like looking for the blood, and I stand up and it's just like all over me. I still don't see him.
Whatever's up there seems to be making these bodies.
Well,
I'm not sure. I'm putting everything I have out there. I'm not trying to sway anyone's judgment. I just want to have everyone knowledgeable.
why can you see it when we can't?
I don't know.
Look.
Because we know why.
We're gonna get through this together. One way or another. I don't know why we ended up in this shitstorm. But you're not alone.
So you see a long hallway. It kind of starts to fade out, but you can see at the end of it, there is a glint, a reflective surface, and it seems to be elevated on some sort of table. Halfway through, though, very close to you, is
A thing.
A guy.
I'm in the bar.
something that looks very similar to what you guys witnessed at the beginning of the dungeon.
Yeah.
He is missing both of his legs. Otherwise, though, is relatively intact.
Other than his legs.
Yeah.
There is the jar that you saw on other of the creature's head before is intact.
Everyone sees Claire draw and knock an arrow.
So you knock your arrow, and with pristine accuracy, the arrow flies, and
Arrow?
the heart canister bursts, and out from it pours this fluid all over the floor. The entity remains unmoving for a moment. After a couple of seconds, it looks over to its left,
I make eye contact.
and you see its eyes widen, and he falls down, and his hand does stop the barrel, the jar thing from shattering.
Nice.
But he's not dead.
Yeah.
It crawls close, very slow.
Yeah.
It's not making much noise.
Okay.
It's just, and then when it gets to about, if you're letting it 5 feet, it pushes its head up and looks,
Well, can we?
and it sees you. And its facial expression, which was ultimately blank at first, morphs into what can only be described as agony. And it leans over on its left arm, and with its palm facing upward, extends its hand toward Witton and stops moving, just holding it, staring at him.
Witton is maintaining eye contact. He's going to reach out. He's going to take its hand.
I grab the jar.
Wait. It's almost like Witton is almost mirroring its expression.
Okay. Interesting. Upon grasping its hand, its face kind of morphs from this sense of agony to bitter enragement as it grabs it even tighter. Not so much that it hurts, but its hand starts shaking.
Do it.
I rip the jar off.
And I bring down my dog slicer on its head.
Without much difficulty, off. Now, before you strike, and the fluid, and it pours out of its mouth, it coughs. And he says, "Save me." And you easily strike.
Is that in common too?
No, it is not.
That's what I thought.
Its head comes off. Its hand goes lax.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. There is a word that is branded on the chest area. These binds, these grotesque, intrusive iron binds that penetrate their chest. Witness thy salvation.
Yep. It says the same thing on his chest as it did on the plaque.
Where does your path lead?
Where does the blood path go? Is around the
It
corner?
goes to the left into the offshoot.
Yep.
So
Continuing that direction.
as you approach the threshold, it's a door.
Witton?
This is the only path we can go, and this is one thing compared to the other two that you heard, correct? From the other direction, so
It's just one sound. That's all I got.
as long as we're all
Stealthy.
in understanding that if something attacks, we have to be ready to fight, and I'm sure that's in understanding from all of us.
So do you open the door?
No, I look at Witton.
Look at Witton. Okay.
Faith or strength? And I begin to slowly, purposely reach for the door.
Okay.
Not doing anything.
Strength it is.
Upon opening the door, what you see
Yep.
is a head on a table, a massive head. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Who's to say how much larger it is than a standard skull, but it looks like a giant's head sitting there on its side. Its face pointed away.
Against all better judgment, Witton is gonna go around as well.
Okay.
Does the blood trail lead to this thing or to this thing?
It leads to this thing, whatever it is. The moment Witton enters the threshold,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
a piercing silence. Feels like all the oxygen has been sucked out of the room, and you hear a and the skull, like jittery, unnaturally rotates and faces Witton directly. Its face illuminated by two piercing red eyes that look like jewels, and its mouth and jaw start to open and close, making these awful sounds. And that is when it begins to speak in a language only you know. It looks deep into your eyes and says the following out loud. You witness. This is the price. The cost. The man who sought to save pays it. The woman who rots in her chrysalis pays it. The child who trusted the fool pays it. This is the lot. The lot. Witness. This is your lot. The eyes explode forward as a bright, intense light wraps around you and is gone. The skull disintegrates in front of your eyes.
Witton has stayed staring at the exact spot where
Are
it
you-
was unmoving.
Are you okay, Witton? What did that light do? I'm touching your body. Are you all right?
I don't think the light did anything.
Okay, that's good. How?
Could you understand it?
I could.
Oh,
What did he say?
You could understand
What
that.
was it?
he's the guy.
He's the guy.
It seemed to be a message, but only for me.
And as you stand there, 3 words resonate in your mind No one else can hear these. For salvation, for sanctity, for freedom, this was the price. Forgive me.
What kind of message, Witton?
Something from... I'm not sure who. It was personal.
Your god.
I don't think so, but it may be related to her. In some way, shape, or form.
So then what? Why here?
I'm not sure. There's a lot. I can say more later, just not while we're here.
You guys open the door and see what looks like to be a rather large chamber. To the right is a workshop. And inside of the workshop is a mass of corpses. It resembles very similarly to the entity you saw at the end of the road who was going around and digging through the graveyards. Except this time he's using his multiple limbs to build and tweak and work on what seems to be a corpse laying on its back. Witton, you enter.
I said before I was in the back, so I'm the last to enter.
I'm also
Running with a theme. When you enter Witton, he freezes. After a few seconds, he freezes. And you can hear multiple, what seem to be heads, sniffing. And you hear him start to speak. The kingly stench of death wafts ever closer. Should I be honored or mortified? How about both? And he turns. And as he speaks, this is in a tongue that you guys do not recognize at first. Those lines are in a tongue you do not recognize.
After he says that, Witton is just gonna, under his breath to where everyone can hear, be ready.
He turns, and that's when you notice that it's multiple faces speaking all at once. Now, this is interesting. And you hear a cavalcade of laughter coming from all the heads attached to its body. You, and he points to you, are a long way from home, Witton. Do you not recognize me? I should think not. You have a condition of the eyes, old friend. I'm not sure that you noticed that about yourself. You have a tendency to not notice a great many things, as I recall. Seeing as you've discovered me, here I unfortunately cannot let you leave even for old time's sake. This magic is no longer yours. It is mine. So that in total is 50 points of damage.
Yeah, that passed my hit point maximum. I don't know if that does anything.